In this video, we are going to talk about how to split one document into two documents. Here I have a screenshot of a window that you've probably seen quite often when you are importing a document. And this video is going to be especially helpful for you if you have ever accidentally clicked on Import into Current Document when you meant to actually click on Import as New Document. And I've done this many times myself, so I thought it would be helpful to go ahead and show you guys how to split the one back out into two. And the majority of the work we're going to be doing is in the Goodnotes thumbnail panel. So we're going to be working a lot up in there. But first, we have a few things to do. First, I'm going to go into my library and rename the document that I accidentally imported my 2026 planner into, which was my 2025 planner. It might be easier to see this in grid view. And then we are going to duplicate the document, make a copy. Now it takes a good 30 seconds or so for this to happen. Unfortunately, there is no indication on the screen so that you know the duplication process is still happening. And you should also probably know that I have a 2018 iPad Pro, so mine's a little bit older. If you have a new one, it's probably going to move a little bit faster than mine. But just know you need to be patient and wait for that thumbnail of the front page of the duplicated document to show up in your folder. Okay, so we have renamed the combined document. We duplicated it, so we're going to have a safe one. So the original one we're not going to mess with. And the next thing we're going to do is open up the copy and put some page labels in here so we don't get confused. And I just happen to know that I had my 2025 planner open on my December calendar, so I know that the document was inserted after that page and that the front cover of the second document is going to be right after that. So I'm going to zoom in here so I can make a very bold label. Actually, I probably could have used a thicker pen than that. And then I'm going to write, whoops, that was weird, 2026. I'm going to zoom back out and I'm going to select this and make it gigantic. Now I'm going to copy this and I'm going to find the last page of that 2026 planner, which I know is actually the last digipaper in the planner because I didn't duplicate anything after that. That is correct. Then I'm going to paste that same ugly label. And this is temporary, so don't worry about how it looks. It can be really ugly. You're just going to erase it after we're done. The whole point is to be able to open this thumbnail panel and see that label. Oh, I didn't deselect it. My bad. Deselect it, and then it shows up in the thumbnail panel. Now, we're going to go back to the first page of the document that I accidentally imported, and we're going to select that entire document. So I'm going to go up to the three dots in the top left, and then I'm going to tap on the first thumbnail, and you'll see a blue check mark. And if you put your finger down on the second and then drag it down to the third, or to the end of the row, and then drag your finger without ever lifting it down towards the bottom of the window, the closer you get it to the edge of that panel, the faster these thumbnails are going to move. And so what I'm looking for here is that last page that had that other bright pink label on it. Woo! And I missed it. I was going way too fast. Doo-doo-doo. There it is. Okay. Now I'm going to stop and lift my finger. And now we're going to take all these pages and move them into their own document. So I'm going to tap the More button in the top right, and I'm going to tap Move. Then I'm going to choose the place where I want to save it, and I'm going to create a new document. Give it just a minute to show up. It takes about the same amount of time as it does to duplicate, because we're talking about a over 500 page planner here. And now we're going to rename this 2026 because this only has the 2026 pages in it. Done. Okay. Now I'm going to prove to you by opening up the thumbnail panel again, and the 2026 front cover is actually the front cover of this document now. And then if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, the last page is going to have that label on it as well. So let's go ahead and remove these while we're in here. And we're pretty much done. Just have to go back in. I just want to verify that this is in fact the 2025 planner. I'm going to go to that December page, which I know the accidental import was after this page. And there we go. There are no 2026 pages in there now. So I'm going to go and rename this one 2025. Let's see if we covered everything. We labeled the pages, we selected them, we moved it to a new document, we renamed them, we confirmed, and okay, so if you go back into your folder, you're still going to have that original combined document that we duplicated. It is totally up to you when you delete that. I'm pretty confident in this, and I'm going to go ahead and move it to the trash, and if I have some reason where I would panic and want to pull it back out, I can do that. Otherwise, you'll have two separate documents, and they should work exactly like they would had they not ever been combined. And that's it. Hope you found this helpful.